Welcome back, strange crew. You are tuned into another trip through life's deep cuts. We hope you enjoy the ride.
Keep it strange.
All right. In 3, 2, 1, we are rolling. Welcome back, strange crew. We've got a real special one for you this evening. We're back on our bullshit with some of the best in the biz, and we got an exclusive. We're pretty pumped.
We are so excited. Space Queen, welcome to the Strange Crews podcast.
Hey, what's up?
Thank you so much.
Amazing. So you guys are sort of how are things going? 2 of you are out on the road right now.
The third will meet us shortly. We're just we headed out early. We're playing a festival this weekend in just outside of Nelson, BC, and so we just got here literally like 5 minutes ago.
We pulled off the highway. We're parked kind of like on the main street on Baker Street in Nelson, and we like literally just got here. My family lives here still, so we're gonna spend some time with them, and then we're gonna play at the festival, and we're gonna chill, maybe go swimming.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
Join
nice
them
to get a little
tomorrow.
bit. Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. You get there. Yeah, it's always nice to have a little bit of like time to actually enjoy the place and people that you can catch up with before. It probably makes the performances so much better, right? And the energy so much better.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and it's really hot here today. It's like 30, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. Super hot.
Open the door.
Amazing. So I guess to start off the conversation, for those tuning in that are not familiar with you guys, can you tell us a little bit about Space Queen, how you all came together, and just kind of give us a little bit of your backstory. What's your story?
Well, we used to be a folk band when we first started playing original music, and I think it just kind of made sense for us because of all the harmonies that we sang.
Mm-hmm.
But we've always really loved heavy music, and that's kind of where our heart is. So when we were able to combine the heavy music with the harmonies, that's kind of what you hear now.
I can just feel like Cherie, she's just like, oh, if I were a musician, that's what she would have conjured up.
Literally, I was going to say that. I was like, if I was blessed enough with the talent to play and sing, I would be the fourth member.
You'd be showing up at that festival as a groupie, just being like, please, guys, let me in. And I mean, there's still time. Although I don't know. Don't know if we can get you there in time, Cherie.
I know. So tell us a little bit, where did the name Space Queen come from?
So I guess like 6 years ago now, crazy. 6 or 7 years ago, I was working in a dispensary.
Nice.
And got this one strain called Space Queen. And I was like, that would be a pretty neat name for a band. And I just kind of kept it in my back pocket. And then during the, I would say like the transition time between being our old folk band, which was called Sound of the Sun, to becoming Space Queen, Sia and I were just kind of jamming together for fun while Jenna was on maternity leave. And we were basically just doing Queens of the Stone Age cover songs with
like two-piece with keys
and drums. And I was like, oh, this is the perfect time to take out that name. And I was like, okay, I think this band, like, we're going to be Space Queen. And then when Jenna was like back in it and off maternity leave, the name just kind of stuck.
And we were just all of a sudden Space Queen. We ditched the folk. We were like, this is just what we're doing now.
And it kind of took on a life of its own, and it became like it was like our persona. It's
It's very heavy metal, and I love it.
I love it.
It
kind of reminds me of
organic, not forced. Like, so, like, very cool.
It just it was very natural transition into like becoming what we are now from where we started. And
oddly reminds me, I don't know why this comes to mind, but it kind of reminded me how sort of like Mark Bolan and T-Rex first started. Like they were incredibly folky, mystical, like in the beginning. And then they're like, okay, we're gonna plug in. And then they kind of went into kind of the space glam rock transition. So it was very, very smooth. It's very
So
similar.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Love Tears.
it's one of my faves.
Yeah.
So I guess your music is very, harmony based, very mystical, kind of plays on that imagery and that like mythology. I guess where did that come from? Like, was that sort of from past influences, or was it from your own personal like practices or interests? I guess can you kind of give us more insight into that?
Yeah, our music kind of comes from a lot of influences and a lot of different like places. That's a hard question to answer.
Well, I think what you're trying to say is we're all really into the occult.
Yeah.
We all practice. We're all like practicing witches, and we've always kind of been surrounded by alternative things like that, even from like young ages. And for me personally, I'm really into Tolkien and Lord of the Rings, and you know, I'm
really
always trying to inject that into our music.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, we're all interested in and practice like witchcraft and paganism, and so it's definitely the mysticism is like a theme of ours. Like Incantation, for example, the latest single that we just released, the chorus is actually like an old pagan spell, like incantation, actually literal incantation that we took and kind of changed it around and made it our own.
It was Liam from Cancer Bats who told us about that. He was like,
oh, cool.
You guys have to interview these people. He's like, I love them. He's like, you guys will hit it off with them. He's like, they put on because what we were talking to them about is like, they're going on, 20 years for Birth and the Giant. And they were talking about, making a new album and how they try to really look at their stage presence and how they bring people along for the ride, whether it's through breath or through just different actions and points and just different things. And they're very, very, diligent about how they perform and the way that things sound. And some people could just think it's heavy metal, right? And He mentioned, he's like, if they're not already on your radar, which you guys were, he's like, you have to reach out and do an interview with them because their stage show he goes, they literally do like spells on stage, and he's like, they walk the walk, talk the talk. And I think from understanding like what some of your influences are, all those things, whether, TV, band, music, or film, all of those worlds, like in Lords of, they were all very big and well researched. They weren't just, bullshit. They took time, and there was no plot holes, no gaps, right? And I think that when you guys are performing, it's not just a music that people hear. They're seeing a lot of that research and that vibe into your show as well. So I'm so glad that he was like, go and reach out to them now. I was like, we're going to reach out today, and we did. So I'm so glad that this worked out.
Yeah.
That
we love Liam. We love Cancer Bats. They're just some of the most wonderful.
Nice people connecting nice people. We love that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. The last show we played with them, they were doing their Bat Sabbath, and
so good.
So one of the things that we do is before we play our song Incantation, we light a candle on stage, just one single candle in a candle holder. And the last show we played with them, we did that. We lit our candle, and we heard someone in the audience go, "That's a fire hazard."
I was like, I'm still gonna light this thing.
And we laughed, because we're like, haha, it's a good one. But then at the end of our set, the fire marshal showed up, and there was like a whole fire truck, and fucking like 4 or 5 firefighters, and the guy, the fire marshal walked in and saw our single candle on stage and was like, "Fucking really?"
I know what our article has to be called because this is hilarious. This is the best PR you can get. right? It's like they shut down fire due to fire hazard with their incantations, right? It's just like
Witches shut down venue with magic.
Fire magic.
We've
the
done that.
blessings
one of my
come to
favorite.
thee, right? Like we sometimes can't. I mean, we can't manifest everything that the blessings come to us. That could just be one of them.
Another weird story is like the first 3 venues that we played all like burnt down shortly after we played them.
Within a month of, or within like a week or 2 of each of our first shows that we ever played as a band together, like way back before we were even Sound of the Sun.
Almost 20 years ago
Almost
now.
20 years ago now.
Holy
All
shit.
burnt down.
As someone that has a lot of
And-
fires in their family, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. And we are, all 3 of us are the different fire signs as well. So I'm an Aries, she's Sag, Jenna's a Leo, and so we bring the fire.
I love that. I love that. Oh, man, I have so many questions now.
Hold on, fire away.
Fire-
Boom.
yeah.
Sorry. And sorry to all those venues that lost their place
Yes.
during a time, but not
cheers
allowed.
to glass.
Raise a glass. Sorry, but we
Yeah.
didn't do it.
Yeah, nothing to do.
No.
Record.
I guess with doing like incorporating things like like candle magic and stuff on during your performances, for you, like, is it sort of, I'm trying to figure out the best way to word this this question, but is it sort of I guess, is playing shows a part of your magical practice? Like, do you consider that, because a big thing with spell work, they say, is like getting into flow state and tapping into that creativity. Is that something, do you kind of view your music as a part of that overall?
I think so.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's like when we sing together, there's like something that happens that's like almost like a healing energy that we all feel, that's like just such a powerful experience when we get to do it live in front of people and for people. It's like it's such a really, really magical, special thing. And we really love to use our voices in our live music, in our live show that way, with like, we start our sets with a spell that we wrote and like sing. Basically, it's just like a witch's hymn, we call it. And we end our set sometimes with like, we close the circle. It's just, the whole thing is like a magical experience.
Yeah, that is so cool. So like with it's rock music, heavy music has always sort of historically, like since the 50s, really has been really tied with the occult and rebellion and what have you. And you kind of see a thread through that in a lot of classic rock music, a lot of the music that I imagine you guys get some inspiration from the past. What are some of your favorite musical influences that you think sort of inspire your current music and maybe kind of helped you on your path?
Jenna?
Well, I would say Black Sabbath has been definitely an influence of ours. And we just actually played a Black Sabbath tribute night about a week ago, which was really cool. And we incorporated Electric Funeral into our set. So that was really fun, the Sabbath cover. Other bands like Deep Purple, definitely, Fleetwood Mac, Stevie Nicks, all of her cool witchy mystic energy. Queens of the Stone Age were big into, all the desert rock, Caius.
Mm-hmm. Lots of like prog rock or like metal, like really, and Opeth is like a huge influence.
Tool.
Yeah,
and then like folk stuff. Alice in Chains,
Crosby, Stills and Nash is like
Nash.
a huge influence for us, especially vocally. Like we used to kind of take on their personas as ourselves when we first started singing together. We were really into it.
The other night, Sia and I had an Ella Fitzgerald listening party. And like we bonded up first met because we can sing all the scat solos even. It's just we've listened to it so much.
It is
Yeah,
indeed.
the influences are just so vast. Like, you know, punk rock is another huge influence too. Like, I was super into NoFX, Real Big Fish when I was a kid, and No Doubt and stuff like that. And just like getting, you know, it's just there's so much that influences what we do. And yeah.
So when are you guys coming to St. John to hang out? Or
Oh
when
man, as soon as we can.
This would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You guys are great. Like,
Definitely.
Yeah, getting out east is such a big goal of ours. We really want to make that happen.
At this point, the farthest east we've toured is Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
And we would love to go like Toronto and beyond.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you definitely have an audience out here, and I mean, the word's getting around. So, I mean, that's an indicator of, you know, the waters are saying to come on out, right? So keep us on your radar, right? Because we'd love to be able to be in your graces and kind of see the way that your show has evolved and how you guys have evolved as a band and as friends and stuff as well. Because that's, you know, it's super cool, and you just don't see a lot of these kind of connections in groups anymore, or you know,
we're so lucky.
Yeah. Or like the level of care, right? And music's really important to Sharice and I. I mean, unfortunately, we weren't really graced with being able to like rock the fuck out, so we do it with microphones and through podcasting and by talking to the other people who can do it better than we can do it. You know? And hey, people say there's still time, and hey, maybe we'll become great singers and amazing
never too
players,
late.
right?
Never too late.
Yeah.
But this is kind of how we, you know, get our music rocks off, right? Is connecting other people and trying to find, you know, connections for people to meet new people as well. So if you guys ever come out,
people that ship you new music are worth their weight in gold.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. That's why when Liam was just like, you have to reach out to them today, and I was like, we will. And I sent him a note. I was like, P.S. Guess who we're interviewing tonight? He's like, oh my God. He's like, tell them I said hi. And I was like,
Hi,
I will. Hold on. I'll show you. Just because it's a few days out. Hold on. He goes, hold on. He goes, oh, you can't really see it. Oh, right. Tell them I said what's up. So, from Liam. Yeah. Fantastic.
So speaking of, you know, people that show you new music, we're curious of what you're listening to right now. What are you streaming? What albums are you buying? And
That's
sort
a
of
good question. Great question.
We're really into yacht rock this summer. Property Down the Line has been our
See
song.
my boys, Steely Dan.
Yeah. Amazing.
I told you guys gotta come hang out. I feel like when Liam was like, you guys, I think would actually be friends. Now I'm just like, the more you keep talking, I'm just like,
Yacht rock is our party music.
It is our party music. We'll put on like How Long by Ace or any
one of the best songs ever written
by Hall & Oates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good.
Something that I'm really into right now is a group called Hermanos Gutierrez. It's like a two-piece, and they play like really cool, slinky, kind of like desert sounding guitar.
Excellent.
And it's all instrumental and really good road trip music.
Mm-hmm.
Hot tip.
Really good road trip music.
We need some because we have to drive 4 hours to a show this coming weekend. So we will listen to this and we will report back.
Yeah, it's really, really good. And the people holding the guitars are also just very like beautiful humans as well. So that doesn't hurt.
Amazing.
Are you guys going to any of the like Queens of the Stone Age shows this year, like the Live in the Catacombs or anything?
Yeah, we actually
we're
are.
We're really lucky, actually.
Really lucky. We're going to see them in November in Santa Barbara at this like 2,000 seat venue. Yeah.
We're going to see them in Toronto and then the LA show in November.
Oh, when's the LA show?
Yeah.
The 11th.
November 11th? Oh,
yeah.
Cool. Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna be there November 8th. Up the an hour and a half up the road
Up
from
the
Melbourne.
hill. Well, maybe we'll just have to make some plans.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
That's
was
All
great.
the cool queens meet at Queens. That's what I've come to find out.
Queens at Queens.
No, really, it's true. This actually last year we met our friend Madison at a Queens of the Stone Age concert. And like, I don't really meet friends at my age anymore. I'm 36. I just don't really like people. I like to meet them through the podcast, right? But I'm very isolated in my own self. And I was in line and she was very cool and we hit it up and I found out she was going not only to that show that night, but the show that we were traveling to the next night. And
Oh, amazing.
we went and we hung out and then we stayed in touch and then they played again and we ended up meeting them and got to go backstage and we got to hang out. And then the next time we hung out, we actually met up in LA. So it's funny how, bands like, Queens, they really do bring people together.
Oh, yes.
And I would love someday for them to do like what the Deftones do in San Diego, like when they have their big festival and just have one that's like just desert rock again. I think that would be, I think that, and I think it's coming too because there's been a lot of teasers, with Dave Grohl and with Josh and stuff. So I think we'll probably see it in the next couple of years.
Oh my God, that would just be so amazing.
so amazing.
So that's exciting. I'm so pumped you guys are going to the Santa Barbara show.
Yes.
Yeah, we're super lucky.
Yeah.
Super.
And it's like, I know seeing them in places like Toronto and places that, are cool. And we'll go see them whenever we can, like if they're close or even just being able to see concerts these days, like with the price of things, right?
I know.
Grateful to go see anywhere. But you got to say like seeing them out in LA or like Santa Barbara is really metal because then you're really feeding off the energy of like a place where they, have written a lot of that music and, they've gotten.
Yes, that is exactly.
Yeah. I've traveled a lot. Charisse travels a lot for Bob Dylan. I travel a lot for Primus. And so we all have our bands, right?
Me
so
too. Yeah.
But I think it's one of those things like we said it earlier, like it kind of brings you back to the roots of the things you love and how it brought you to be the individual you are. And by going and investing in yourself and the things that you used to love that made you, it can bring a lot of serious good stuff. We come back way more powerful when we go see bands that we love and when we go out to places that renew our energy, so important.
Yeah.
It's magic in itself, really. Like how many songs do we know that when you listen to it, it transforms you or it takes your mind and your spirit to a whole other place, right? Yep. And like when you find music like that sort of makes you transcend or like just elevates you that's a special shit, right?
That's the most like one of the most magical things about being a human is just getting to experience that that transcendent feeling.
Getting to be a part of it and creating it and as well is like just next level. It's the coolest thing ever. Yeah.
Well, I'm really, really pumped. I'm really looking forward to meeting you guys in person, hopefully sooner than later.
Yeah, maybe in
LA or somewhere in between LA and Santa Barbara.
Yeah. Why not, right? I think it's so cool that, Liam was just like, he was very adamant about us, reaching out. And I think that that's really cool. And I don't really get excited about it.
I can see why.
Totally. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. And I hope that you guys have a fucking dope show this weekend. And I hope that you just kick all the ass and that you feel good and you get to catch up with, all your friends and family and just have a good time,
Thank you.
And
it's a special edition of the festival because unfortunately, the band that founded the festival, one of their
baby, come back.
So while we wait,
called Hogkager, and I think it's been going on for 7 or 8 years, maybe now.
Oh wow, yeah.
And there's 18 bands that are playing.
Oh wow, that's a great lineup
throughout the day, and
great
there's stages. So when one band does a set and then finishes, the other one's setting up during their set, and it just kind of songs back and forth between the two.
Yeah.
So
there's no waiting around. You get to see it. Yeah, that's great.
Constant awesome heavy music. It's all like punk and metal, and
Love that.
but I'll let Carly back to the reason why this year is special.
Yes. Welcome back.
Hi, sorry. So we lost a friend a few months ago. Our friend Phil. He was one of the drummers in the band Rad Dog, who is from Nelson and Weimar in Selmo. And so this year, last year, the festival was called Hog Kegger because they roasted a whole hog.
Right.
And, use that to feed all the musicians and everything. And this year it's called Hug Kegger because it's about all the family getting together to honor Phil and his amazing legacy. He was a really, really, just a really beautiful soul, really full of life. He was a drummer. He was a really special guy. Really special guy. So it's we're really, really happy to be a part of Hug Kegger this year.
I'll shout out to Phil. He sounds like he was a really good fella, and
He was.
it sounds like you guys are gonna, really just give her,
and fucking kill it. Kick ass for Phil.
We're gonna hug a lot of friends. It's gonna be the best.
We'll be sending lots of love and sorry for your loss, and hope that you guys through it all can have a good time and play and make him proud and stuff. And
absolutely, that's what he would want.
Exactly, he would have wanted us to hang out, have a good time, get a little fucked up.
Crazy.
Play some music.
Well, that's all. I think that's all that you can do in the joys and the pits of life, right? It's just once in a while, just try to thrash out when you can, and life's too short, right? You never know what it's going to throw you. So, Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We really, really appreciate the time you've given us.
It was so nice to meet you guys.
Cannot wait to hang out. Seriously, like I'm going to become a stalker. So
stalk away.
I'm recording, so if you guys start seeing me at like every show and stuff, like don't just put me on the
Well, here's a question for you guys. Do you like tequila?
Kate doesn't drink, but I do.
Perfect.
Okay.
So I'll
a ton of weed.
We'll do little sippers.
There you go.
Yeah, and I'll have Kate, and then Kate we'll have some marijuana, some cannabis.
You got that too.
We'll just hang out. Right?
Yeah, we'll just hang out, cast a circle, light some candles, hang out.
Sounds lovely.
Wait.
Amazing. Well, thank you all. Thank you again for taking the time to chat. And thank you everyone who's watching or listening right now. And until next time,
keep it strange.
Yes.
If you've enjoyed this, then you have to hit strangegrooves.com for more amazing content. To support this podcast and music community, go to patreon.com/strangegrooves. As always, keep it strange.